CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
And welcome back to Detroit. We're ready for the Jets and the Lions. Detroit won the toss. They've elected to receive the football. So Rex Ryan's squad coming off a 9-0 home loss last week to Green Bay, snapping their 5-game winning streak. Their only other loss coming week 1 against the Baltimore Ravens. And for the Detroit Lions, Jim Schwartz in his second year, his team winning their second game of the season, 37-25 against Donovan McNabb and the Washington Redskins. They've won 2 of their last 3. 12th meeting between these two teams. Lions lead the series 6-5. Their last meeting October 22nd, 2006. Jets winning it 31-24. The Green rushed for 221 yards. So ready to kick it away is Nick Folk as he tees it up at the 30-yard line. Stephon Logan, very dangerous kick returner, back deep, averaging close to 30 yards per return, and he's returned one for touchdown this year, 105 yards. And we're underway. Logan brings it out of his own end zone. And Logan up the sideline. He gets to the 20-yard line. A 20-yard return, and the tackle made by Mauga. And that brings on the Lions, Matthew Stafford. He returned last week after missing 5 games because of a shoulder injury, suffered week 1 against Chicago, and he was rusty to start, but really lit it up in the second half, ended up throwing 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked 1 time, his quarterback rating 90, the former first overall pick out of the University of Georgia. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Javid Best lines up in the backfield. Stafford to throw on first down. Up top, Calvin Johnson. And broken up by Darrelle Revis. So they waste no time trying to get the ball to Johnson, and Revis comes up with his first breakup.
Well, here's the matchup. You see Johnson gives him the stick to the outside, then gets inside, and that's perfect position. The big guy inside the shorter one, but Revis getting in. That's why he's the best. That's why he's the island. He can make plays like that against giant receivers. Wow.
Brings up second down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Javid Best lines up as a single setback. Here's Best running right, and he'll go nowhere. So offensively for Detroit, they're ranked 17th in the NFL, 7th in passing, 30th in rushing.
Yeah, and inside, Dominic Raiola, a really veteran center, helps Stafford grow as a quarterback to decipher those defensive fronts they'll see against the Jets. And then, of course, Javid Best, a first-round pick, 30th overall. Not 100%, been battling turf toe, but he's back in there doing what he can to get through this, his first year in the National Football League, and playing very well when he's healthy.
Third down 10 at the 20-yard line. For the Lions is Matthew Stafford. Lines up in the shotgun. Burleson in the slot at the bottom. Stafford underneath. He's got Burleson. And Burleson, known for big third down plays and running after the catch, picks up 25. Poole with the tackle.
Lots of time for Stafford. You see the Jets bringing the linebackers. You knew the Jets would try and do some things, particularly on third down. On a third down and 10, that's right in the Jet defense wheelhouse. But the Detroit Lions, with Stafford standing in there, making the play in the middle of the field.
20th catch of the season for the former Seattle Seahawks. First down and 10 at the 45. Opening drive for Detroit. Stafford, this time, nowhere to go as the Jets swarm. Calvin Pace, first man to the ball, and it's a loss of 3. Defensively, the Jets ranked 7th overall in the NFL. Here's their 3-4.
Well, Vernon Gholston's going to get the start today, and Rex Ryan told us it's because he's from Detroit. You know he's going to play hard today. And also, back there, Bart Scott, he's from Detroit too. You know he's going to want to play well. here in the Motor City. And of course, Darrelle Revis gets a lot of attention, but Antonio Cromartie, if you throw away from Revis, you're throwing right into Cromartie's area. Two-time Pro Bowler with 2 interceptions this year.
Second down, 13 at the 42. Stafford underneath Calvin Johnson. And he stumbles to the 42, a 15-yard gain. So Detroit through the air, moving the football, but a flag on the play.
Al Riveron, the official today, was a good catch. I think this one's probably going to come back.
Chop block, number 66. Offense, 15-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Well, what a chop block is, Peterman dropped back, and if a defender is locked up with one offensive player, you can't right here. And I don't really agree with that, because the defender there in that case, Ellis, wasn't really locked up with anybody. Peterman cut him before he was engaged with Cherilus. So I don't know about that call. I see it, but I don't think it was technically the right call.
So that makes it second down and 28 at the 27. Jerome Felton, the fullback, in the backfield. Stafford, short drop, slant. Calvin Johnson with the grab, and he'll get to the 40. Calvin Pace brings him down, but a 13-yard gain for Megatron, who's coming off a huge game. 3 touchdowns last week against Washington.
Well, believe me, everybody wanted to see this matchup. Calvin Johnson, you can see how big he is compared to Revis. And the Lions, make no bones about it, they have complete confidence in Calvin Johnson's ability to get open, and why not? No matter who he plays against, he's going to be way bigger than any defender he faces. He's got great hands, great athletic ability, great speed. He is a boatload for a cornerback to handle by himself.
Came into this game with 38 catches, averaging 14 yards a grab. 3rd and 15. Stafford underneath, and it's caught. Smith out of the backfield. Smith, first down, Detroit, and he dives and gets to the 32. That's a 27-yard pickup. Kevin Smith, backup running back. Both these tailbacks, Steve, do a nice job of catching the ball out of the backfield.
They really do, and Stafford does a great job. The Jets bring 4 guys, and that leaves them with a lot of weapons out there. And I'll tell you, Gus, the Jets are all right here in the opening drive are getting an eyeful of just how talented this roster is. The Lions have got some athletes. They got some guys with great hands and great speed, and I don't think the Jets were aware of that.
Lions convert on 3rd and 10 and 3rd and 15. First down. Felton, the bruiser. 6 feet, 246. Running right. Gains 2 yards on the play. And a late flag throw. And for the Jets, they don't allow a lot of points in the first quarter.
Well, they're so good right out of the box, and I think they came in here today knowing that the Lions are talented, but you know, the Lions are sometimes their own worst enemies. Their offensive line doesn't push guys around very much. They're not a physical. They're a little bit of a finesse offense.
It was over. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 57, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Detroit native Bart Scott, former Raven.
And this is after the play right here. I mean, you can't miss it. He felt like Cherilus jumped on the pile late and took exception to it. And you see there grabbing his face mask, and then when they get up, he pushes him back as well.
So Bart Scott played at Detroit Southeastern High School. His jersey has been retired at Southeastern. First down and 10 of the 16, 8th play of the drive that started at the Lions' 20-yard line. Handoff, Smith. He'll make that best, looking for room. And he doesn't find a lot. He picks up 1. Now the Lions are tied for 2nd in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage with 14 touchdowns and 21 trips. With Matthew Stafford at quarterback, they have scored a touchdown in 6 of 7 trips this season.
That's what an accurate quarterback can do for you, Gus.
Second down and 9 at the 15. Stafford with time to the sideline, incomplete. That ball intended for Tony Scheffler, the former Denver Bronco, and Stafford says, my bad, and that brings up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, and I think the Jets now are starting to realize you know, maybe we should zone off a little bit. They went man-to-man early on in this drive. They got down inside their own 20, and they started to zone it off a little bit and started to grab areas of grass rather than people and let the Lions run around and just let the Lions receivers come to the Jet defenders rather than try and chase them around.
3rd down 9 at the Jet 15 for Matt Stafford. Opening drive for Detroit. Stafford in the shotgun. All day to throw. Going to the end zone. And complete and flat. That ball intended for Brandon Pettigrew, and they may have held him up.
Yeah, I think this is going to be against the Jets.
Illegal contact. Number 22, defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That's Brodney Poole, the safety.
You'll watch right at the bottom of your screen. Pettigrew comes out, and just as he breaks the corner, Poole can't get out of his way, or at least tries to get into his way. There's contact right there, and that's really what the official said was the reason for the incompletion. I don't know if the pass was catchable, but you'll never know because Pettigrew was really impeded by Poole. That was a good call.
1st down and goal at the Jet 10-yard line. Job at best. Single setback for Detroit. Here's Stafford. Underneath and incomplete.
Yeah, one of the things about this Detroit offense, I mean, they are good when they get down close, but Stafford really seems to make good, quick decisions and stick with them. Right here, you almost get the feeling, yeah, he throws that. He tries to fit it in to Best. Well, that was almost like a throw. He see a little sidearm delivery. The Jets sniffed that out. He saw it, and I think one thing I'd do if I was differently, Gus, throw that one in the dirt. There's too many guys standing around. All you need is a tipped pass for an interception for Stafford.
2nd and goal at the 10. Calvin Johnson at the bottom of your screen. Here's Stafford over the middle. Touchdown. Brandon Pettigrew. And the Lions march it down the Jets' throats on their opening drive to take a 6-0 lead.
Great offensive call by Scott Linehan. He's got 6'5", Brandon Pettigrew going against 5'8", Jim Leonard. No way. Huge target, undersized defender, and that's a touchdown.
19-year veteran Jason Hanson comes in to attempt the extra point, and it's good. Lions, 11 plays, 80 yards. They eat up 5:44 and take a 7-0 lead at home here in Detroit.
There you see it. That's the first touchdown allowed in 92 consecutive plays by their opponents. That was the longest active streak in the league, but the Lions come out on the opening drive, go 80 yards in an impressive fashion.
Pettigrew
touchdown
with his 3rd touchdown of the year. Stafford 4 of 7 on the drive. Brad Smith inside his own 5 with a seam and explodes across the 30-yard line of the 34. A 31-yard return. Bobby Carpenter with the tackle, and here comes Mark Sanchez. And welcome back to Detroit. Jets take over at their own 32-yard line. 1st down and 10, ranked 15th in the NFL in total offense, 27th in passing, 3rd in rushing. Tony Richardson, LT lineup in the backfield. They give it to Lanadian. Over the right side, he crosses the 35, gets to the 37 as he picks up 5 yards on the play. Corey Williams with the tackle. So Mark Sanchez in his 2nd year, 5th overall pick, 2nd quarterback taken behind Matthew Stafford. Last week, he didn't play the kind of game he wanted to play. His last 3 games, 1 touchdown, 4 picks. He started the year 8 touchdowns and no picks, so he's trying to find his rhythm, and his receivers are going to have to hold on to the ball. 2nd and 5 at the 37, and it's snapped. As it's bobbled, Sanchez falls on it.
Just a fumble explained. You can see Sanchez talking to Mangold. They know exactly what happened without even saying anything. They do it 1,000 times a week, and that was a late snap. It looked like.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 at the 36-yard line. Sellout crowd. here in Detroit, 65,000. Sanchez in the shotgun. LaDainian Tomlinson right next to him. Sanchez, sideline, knocked down, intended for Braylon Edwards. But that one knocked down by Alphonso Smith, who's been red hot lately. 4 interceptions in his last 5 games for the former Denver Bronco.
Yeah, you watch Smith man-to-man complete. You can see because of his eyes, he's looking right at Braylon Edwards. Doesn't take his eyes off, and Edwards can't get him out of his back pedal. He doesn't convince Alphonso Smith.
And Logan all the way up to the 31-yard line. A 50-yard punt, a 16-yard return. So the Lions with the football once again, playing with a lot of passion and injury. And welcome back. Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker with you. Lions with a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a nice graphic. That's the entire season. First 7 games. And the Lions came out and you always talk to these teams, Gus, and they say, we're going to come out and hit them right in the mouth. The Lions just hit the Jets right in the mouth.
And they take over at the 31-yard line. Javid Best in the backfield. Play action. Stafford in trouble, and Stafford sacked. Nice blitz as Bart Scott came through, and it's a loss of 10 yards on the play.
Well, you knew the Jets wouldn't sit pat after that first drive. They've got to send some help, and right there, that's a blow on the offensive line. Raiola and Pettigrew both double team Bouha and leave Scott right up the middle. And that's just a blown assignment by the offensive line.
Kevin Smith checks in now for Detroit. 2nd down and 20 at the 21. Here's a handoff. Smith running right. Now, when we talked to the Jets yesterday, they were not concerned one bit with the Lions rushing attack.
No, they weren't. In fact, you look at, they kept only 5 defensive linemen active today. They've got 10 defensive backs on their roster defensively and 7 linebackers. So they dropped 3 defensive linemen from their roster today and inactivated them. You know, Rex Ryan just feels like his team can stop them, and they did a nice job even in that first drive that gave up the touchdown. With 7 men in the box, the Lions still couldn't run the football.
3rd down, 16 at the 25. They need to go to the 41 for a first down. Stafford, empty backfield out of the gun. Throws over the middle, and it's caught. Scheffler, but he's tracked down quickly. Nicely done by Drew Coleman. A 12-yard gain, and Detroit will have to punt it away.
That was all set up by that sack from Bart Scott. You see here, all the rushers come from the left side of the offensive line, and Scheffler does a nice job. It's hard to see that type of pass rush from the other side of the formation. Scheffler sees it, comes across. Stafford hits him, but it's not enough.
So Nick Harris has had a punt of at least 53 yards in each of his last 3 games. This will be Kyle Wilson from the 14. Up the sideline, lost it. Loose. And the Jets will hold on. A 49-yard punt with a 13-yard return. John Connor jumping on the football for New York. Welcome back to Ford Field. 1st down and 10 at the 33. For the Jets, some movement on the line of scrimmage. Let's see. Corey Williams may have jumped offside.
Encroachment, number 99, defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
All right, quickly, let's take a look at the Jets offense.
Well, up front, you look at their left guard. Matt Slauson spent a couple of years in Nebraska practicing every day against the guy he's facing in Ndamukong Suh. Maybe that'll give him some insight. And in the back end, I mean, the backs and receivers, LaDainian Tomlinson, he came from the San Diego Chargers. People thought he was finished. He has been reinvigorated here in New York.
1st down and 5 to the 38. Sean Green in the game for the Jets. replacing Tomlinson. Short drop, Sanchez, Antonio Holmes. Quick strike, gets to the 45, and it's a gain of 8. Alfonso Smith with the tackle. The Lions ranked 21st overall in total defense, 27th against the run, 19th against the pass.
Yeah, 3 of 4 new starters this year, and Ndamukong Suh leads them. Got more sacks from that defensive tackle spot than anybody else in the NFL. Of course, DeAndre Levy gets the linebackers lined up. It'll be up to these guys to stop the run of the New York Jets. You know they're going to see it, and Louis Delma will also help in that run defense. He is a very physical safety.
First down. Here's Sanchez firing on LaDainian Tomlinson, who lined up as a receiver, and he'll get to midfield. And a little pushing and shoving going on the Jets sideline as Delmas, second-year man out of Western Michigan.
Well, you see, there's no love lost. And this is something you see, Gus. A team like the Lions trying to get better, proving themselves against a great team like the Jets. They are not going to flinch, particularly when their offense has come out and hung 7 points on a team that nobody else had been able to do that on. The Detroit Lions are really playing this game enthusiastically with a lot of confidence and a lot of aggression. And the Jets, to be honest with you, they look a little flat-footed.
3 and out on their opening drive. Now a timeout call. 4:49 to play. First quarter, 7-0. Rex Ryan using a timeout with the ball close to midfield. Richardson, Sean Green in the offset eye. Braylon Edwards in motion. Here's the pitch. Green trying to hit the corner. And he does down the sideline, and he gets out of bounds at the 40. Wide Rex Ryan called the timeout.
Well, they wanted to get a different personnel package onto the field, and because after that last play with Tomlinson getting spilled out into the Jet bench, there's a lot of pushing and shoving, and the play didn't get started. They didn't spot the ball, and the play clock was winding down, and it cut into the Jets' ability to make some substitutions. So Rex Ryan took the timeout, and it turned out into a first down. It was probably a good timeout to take now that you have retrospect.
Sean Green rushes for 12 yards on the play. First down and 10 at the Detroit 40. Sanchez underneath, incomplete. Chris Houston knocking that ball away.
Yeah, and this is
Jericho Cotchery, the intended receiver.
Houston gets his hands on and gets right inside, and you know, that's one where you see these Jet receivers, a lot of times they always have the ball coming right at them, but there's always a defender right on them. Sanchez puts the ball really accurately in there, but so many times the Jet defenders don't get enough separation and ends up being dropped.
Rough week for Cotchery last week against Green Bay, dropping a number of passes. Second down and 10 at the 40. The handoff. Green, not this time, and a flag on the play. A number of blue jerseys in the vicinity, led by Ashley Palmer.
Yeah.
Holding number 78. Penalty is declined. Third down.
That's Wayne Hunter.
Yeah, Cliff Averill was trying to get through, and he was dragging somebody like a plow horse. I mean, watch as he gets through. You see him, Averill trying to get through. And you're right, Hunter just had him by the back, and he couldn't get loose.
And that D-line of Averill, Sue, Corey Williams, and Vanden Bosch have been playing really well this season. They've managed to get to the quarterback. Third down and 15 at the 45. Tomlinson back in the game. Santonio Holmes, who lined up in the backfield, motions. They find Santonio Holmes. Nice run after the catch, but he won't get the first down. A 3-yard pickup. Cliff Averill tracks him down from his defensive lineman position.
Yeah, that's one of the things. This Lion defense is so good at pursuit. Watch the defensive line. They see it, and then they just turn and run to the ball. Averill getting out there. Great hustle by an interior lineman to defend a pass.
And Weatherford has dropped a punt inside the 20 in every game this season. And this one gets into the end zone for a touchback, a 42-yard punt with a 22-yard net. Miami taking on Baltimore today. Here's James Brown in New York.
Gus and Steve, running back Ronnie Brown for Miami, getting it done on the ground. 6 carries for 45 yards, including this 12-yard run to daylight, capping an 11-play, 75-yard drive, all knotted at 7 in the second quarter. Mr. Buffalo Wings himself, Gus Johnson and Steve Tasker.
As you take a look at the AFC East standings, Miami with the 4-3 record, tough going with the Jets and New England in the division. Buffalo yet to win a game. They're taking on Chicago this week in Toronto. Lions take over at their own 20. There's the big matchup. Johnson versus Revis. Best with running room. And Javid Best gets to the 24, picks up 4 yards on the play. Stopped by Eric Smith.
Yeah, and that's, it looks like a nondescript run up between the tackles for a 4-yard gain. I'll tell you what, that's big for the Lions on first down. He brings up 2nd and 6. Look, as he comes in, it's going to go off the right side or the left side of the offense, and he cuts it back and gets what he can get. Great job up front by the Lion offensive line. A 4-yard gain on first down for this Lion offense is exactly what they want against this Jet defense.
2nd down and 6 at the 24. Felton and Best in the backfield with Stafford out of the shotgun. Stafford all day to throw underneath, incomplete. Burleson, and a flag, a late flag. Cromartie says, not me. And a holding penalty is going to be called against New York.
Right at the top of the route.
Holding, number 31, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
This is what happens when you ask your guys to cover. That's one thing, but when you ask them to cover for a long time, it becomes really tough. Look at, he's got his shoulder down, and he's got him. He can't do that. He's got his hands all over him, pulling his jersey away from his pads. Cromartie can't do that. That's a great call by the official, and Burleson does a great job drawing that contact and trying to get the separation and showing the official that grab that Cromartie had.
3 penalties, 25 yards already for New York. Here's a handoff to Best, and he gets dropped for a loss. Nice play on defense as Mike DeVito, along with David Harris, combined on the tackle for a loss of 3.
Yeah, the Jets just blitz, and they stop this run on their way back to the quarterback. Harris coming right up on a linebacker blitz up in between the defensive end, defensive tackle, and just ends up right in the backfield. Great penetration, and that's the real difference. This Jet defense, when they want to, they can get on the other side of the line of scrimmage. They've just got to do it more in this game.
2nd down and 12 at the 27. Javid Best lines up as a receiver at the bottom of your screen. Empty backfield for Stafford. Over the middle. Almost picked off. Boua had it. Big fella. As he smiles and heads to the sideline.
Well, you'll see Stafford sees the tight end Scheffler coming across. He doesn't see Boua coming out of the defensive line. You see, he dropped out. He was right over Stafford's left guard, Sims, and then backed out. So as an obvious pass rusher, they didn't expect him to back off and defend the pass. Stafford never saw him.
So that brings up 3rd down and 12 to the 27. So far, Detroit 2 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. Stafford looking and incomplete. Tried the tight end screen to Brandon Pettigrew, but the Jets sniffed it out. And Detroit will have to punt it away.
And this is the perfect time to have this play called. As you see there, that's Eric Smith coming off the corner. You get a blitz in the secondary and then throw the football right behind him. That play had a chance if they could have connected. It's the exact right play call for that defense that the Jets ran. Jets got lucky.
Nick Harris punting from his own 12-yard line. Jim Leonard back deep at the 31. Leonard backpedaling all the way to the 16. Leonard to the 30. And Leonard finally chopped down at the 37-yard line. A 55-yard punt and a 20-yard return for Jim Leonard. Now, in honor of Veterans Day, text USO to 27722 to donate $10 to the USO. Help the USO lift the spirits of troops and families around the world. And we are all thinking about our troops, both home and abroad. So the Jets take over with good field position at their own 37-yard line. 3rd series for New York. Tony Richardson, LaDainian Tomlinson line up in the aisle. As you take a look at the total yards and the penalty yards. Tomlinson straight ahead. And LaDainian Tomlinson gets to the 40, gains 3 on the play. Delmas with the tackle.
Yeah, we spoke to LaDainian Tomlinson yesterday, Gus, and you know, it's interesting how things affect a player and how he thinks. You look at how his yards per carry has come down, and I'll tell you, we spoke to him yesterday. I'm convinced that if he was in San Diego, that line would be down here. There was just nothing more for him to prove for the Chargers, and I think by coming to the Jets, it really has put something back in his heart to try and accomplish.
Tomlinson again, this time running right, and he seemed yesterday when we talked to him, as Sue comes up with the tackle, he seemed at ease. And when we had seen him last couple of years in San Diego, he would come in our meeting room, and sometimes he would be really irritable, but he came in and really relaxed yesterday.
Yeah, he seems invigorated and refurbished here. There's no question. He admitted it. I mean, it's just so nice to be in that locker room with this team.
Coming to the end of the quarter, 3rd down 5 of the 42. Tomlinson remains in the game. Lions Sean blitz, here they come. And it's incomplete. Braylon Edwards, the intended receiver. Sanchez tried to get it out quickly. Brandon McDonald in his face, and that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Detroit with the 7-0 lead. Welcome back. 7-0 Detroit. Stephon Logan with a fair catch at the 16, and they're getting a little chippy out there, Steve.
Yeah, you look at that last 3rd down conversion on the far side, away from where the throw went. Cotry goes out, and Chris Houston comes in and says, "You want hard knocks? I'll give you hard knocks." This Lion team, I mean, let's just say what it is. They want a piece of the Jets. They really do. They want to see how good they can be. All of them. It goes from the head coach all the way down to the equipment guys. They want a piece of the New York Jets, and they want it today.
Jim Schwartz, Rex Ryan trading locker room words this week in the press. Here's the run, Kevin Smith. And you can build your own football dynasty and compete year-round with CBSSports.com's franchise football. Find out more at CBSSports.com/franchise. Rex Ryan and Jim Schwartz trading barbs in the media this week. Ryan said the Jets have the best defense in the NFL, and the Lions wouldn't score 38 points today. Their average in-home game. Schwartz acknowledged the Jets are good defensively, while simultaneously pointing out his team has more sacks. So both coaches getting their teams fired up this week. 2nd down and 8 at the 19. Stafford looking. Stafford running. Stafford out of bounds. And a late flag. Sean Ellis chasing him.
You can't give a quarterback a shot out of bounds. You can see the officials talking to each other. They want to know if it was after he was out of bounds. If he was in bounds, you can do it.
Personal foul, late hit, number 92, defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic 1st down.
2nd personal foul penalty against the Jets. Oh, that's a terrible call.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
That's a quarterback call.
That's terrible.
You don't call that against receivers, tight ends, running backs, linebackers, anybody. Anybody's got the ball in their hands. Nobody else gets that call except the quarterback. Nobody.
Sean Ellis.
Punt returners.
And Rex Ryan agrees with you.
Well, he should. I mean, it's a ticky-tack call, and I don't agree with it. I mean, particularly on the sideline. A quarterback running the sideline is a running back, a kick returner. Anybody with the ball in his hand who's running with it, they're fair game. And, you know, you got to look at it. I mean, he's
still in bounds.
Yeah, and Sean Ellis doesn't like clothesline. I mean, he just gives him a push in the back. That's not, you know, it's not flagrant in any way, shape, or form. I don't like the call.
So the Lions get a first down at their own 32. Kevin Smith checks in for Javid Best. They hand it to Smith. And Smith nowhere to run. First man to him, Boua and Sean Ellis, a 1-yard gain.
You can see this is a chippy game. And you can see there Bart Scott talking to the official about Sherrillis, giving him a little something extra off the pile. And this, you know, these officials, believe me, that's all the officials look at. They are wired to pick that kind of stuff up, and they'll do what they can to keep it under control. In fact, you think about it, maybe that Sean Ellis penalty was a way to keep it under control. You don't want one team taking a shot at the other team's quarterback, because then, no, the gloves do come off.
Third down 9 at the 33. Stafford out of the backfield. He has Smith. First down and another flag. A 10-yard gain on 3rd and 9.
This is going to go against the Lions. I think it's going to be against Calvin Johnson. It's a pick play on the outside.
Pass interference, number 13, offense. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Nate Burleson. They were blocking before the pass came out. Watch, he's going to come down. Yeah, throw this block right here. Well, that's a pick. He did what he could to act like it wasn't a pick. That was bad. That was not an Oscar-winning performance by Burleson. He deserved the penalty.
So that brings up 2nd down and 19 at the 23. The first down marker is at the 42-yard line. Javid Best back in the game. Lions have been unable to run the football. Stafford sets up a screen. He's got Best with blockers. Best out of bounds at the 35. So he gets a major chunk back. 14 yards on 2nd and 19. Jim Leonard knocks him out of bounds.
That's exactly what you want to do if you're the Lions. Just get maybe half of it back, and the Lions get actually more than that. Best nice run up the sidelines, getting run out of bounds, but that's what the Lions want to do. You don't want to convert a 2nd and 19. You want to convert a 3rd and 6, so just get half it back. Set themselves up to stay on the football field offensively with a nice screen pass.
3rd down 5 at the 37. Calvin Johnson at the bottom of your screen. 3 receivers for Detroit. Stafford. And knocked down by Revis again. Darrelle Revis showing why. He's one of the best defenders in the NFL. His anticipation is incredible, Steve.
Yeah, watch as he's got his eyes on, he breaks, and he's going to come up. You know he's got to climb up. He does get there early, but you're not going to get that call. The ball is there. The Revis was there early. Stafford saw it, but they're not going to get that call. I'm telling you right now.
Nick Harris punting for the 3rd time. He's at the 22. Jim Leonard back deep. Angling it toward the near side. Leonard from the 14, and Leonard wrapped up and taken down at the 15-yard line. A 49-yard punt, 3-yard return. Jerome Felton with the tackle on special teams. Welcome back. The Jets have now gone 5 consecutive quarters without a touchdown. They take over at their own 16-yard line, first down and 10. LaDainian Tomlinson, the single setback. Here's LT, straight ahead. Not a lot of room. Palmer bringing him down. A gain of 3. The new NFL.com mobile apps are here. No matter where you are, you can stay in the game all season long. Go to NFL.com/mobile to learn more. When we talked to Rex Ryan yesterday, he told us if they had to run it 50 times, they would. Well, I don't know if they want to run it 50 times in this game. So far, Detroit looks prepared, especially on that front 4 up front. 2nd and 7 to the 19. Short drop, Sanchez underneath, incomplete. Looks like that ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, one of the things that's happened, Gus,
Julian Peterson.
When the Jets do like to run the football, and they do it a lot, one of the reasons they can do that is because their defense keeps them within a score. They don't fall far behind like other teams sometimes do in the NFL. Their defense is so good, the Jets are always in it by 1 score, so the running game is always involved. last week against the Green Bay Packers. It got a little bit out of hand. We'll see if it does today, but the Jets want to run the football. This is not what they like to do.
3rd down and 7 of the 19. Jets 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Sanchez in the gun. Sanchez over the middle. Peterson dropping Braylon Edwards. And the Jets will be forced to punt it once again after the 3-yard pickup.
Well, this is what the Lions want to do. You'll see here, Sanchez hangs in there and gets this ball out, but it's just not enough for the 1st down. The Detroit Lions drop way back into coverage and force him to settle for less than the 1st down.
Stephon Logan back deep. He's very dangerous from the 25 to the 30. And Logan crosses the 35, gets to the 37, a 53-yard punt. 12-yard return. Laurie with the tackle on special teams. And welcome back to Detroit. Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker with you. 2 young superstars facing each other for the first time. Calvin Johnson on the right, Darrelle Revis on the left, and we talked to both of them. And they had some interesting things to say about each other. 1st down and 10 at the 37. Underneath, and it's Scheffler. Nice catch as he found a spot. Tackle by Jim Leonard. Let's take a look at what Revis and Johnson have been doing today.
It came out first play from scrimmage. They tried to hit Johnson on the big home run. Then he picked up the 1st down on that nice little catch. But Revis has done more than hold his own. He's knocked away a couple of passes. And it's a battle that's going to go on and on throughout the day. Sooner or later, one of these guys is going to get a big play. We'll see which one it is.
1st down and 10 at the 47. Javid Best. And Best to pick up a couple. David Harris, first man to him. Revis was really funny in our meeting with him yesterday. We asked him, well, have you really paid attention to Calvin Johnson? He says, yes, I have. He's a monster. Does he play for the Pistons too?
So yeah, he plays power forward. That's how big he is. He is big. He is probably the most physically imposing wide receiver in the National Football League. When he walks into a room, you know, you're thinking you're looking at a guy who plays tight end or defensive end even. I mean, the guy is just enormous.
2nd down and 9 at the 48. Stafford with time up top. He's got Best. Incomplete. Javid Best with at least 2 steps.
Well, we've seen it. The Lions have done a great job getting the matchup they want. Javid Best right there. You see him working against Bart Scott, and you know that's just a mismatch. Javid Best can really run. Bart Scott is used to going up stuff and run plays, not being stretched out wide, playing like Darrelle Revis. And that's what the Lions forced the Jets to do. Great film study, great preparation by the Lions, and great execution, except for the missed pass.
3rd down 9 at the 48. Stafford needs to go to the 43 for 1st down. Burleson incomplete. Good coverage by the Jets. Drew Coleman defending, and Stafford had pressure.
Well, they got a free rusher. You see, there it is. Smith comes in off the corner right behind the covering block of Harris. Harris takes the tight end, gets him out of the way, clears it out for Smith, who goes in and gets the shot on Stafford.
So Nick Harris with 172 career punts downed inside the 20, most in Lions history. Jim Leonard back deep. Signals for the fair catch and has it at the 13-yard line. A 39-yard punt. 8:43 to play, 2nd quarter. Lions up 7-6. Welcome back. 8:43 to go in the 2nd quarter. Jets take over at their own 13-yard line. They've had 4 drives so far, 3 3-and-outs with 36 total yards. Their longest play, a 12-yard Sean Green run, and Daniel Tomlinson running straight ahead. He gets to the 20, gains 6 yards on the play as Kyle Vanden Bosch brought him down.
Well, some of the things the Lions defense has done, they've been really good against the pass. Sanchez trying to find Edwards right there. Houston on the outside, Smith on the outside for the Lions, but also that defense on the run game has been very good. This is going to be a penalty against the Jets.
False start, number 81, offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
That's Dustin Keller, the tight end.
Yeah. He just wasn't much right here. You see there? That's all it takes.
5 penalties, 45 yards against New York. 2nd and 9 from the 14. Braylon Edwards and Contry at the bottom of your screen. Sanchez looking to the sideline. LT out of bounds, and Ladanian picks up the first down. A gain of 14 on the play on 2nd and 9.
Lots of time plus. They just forget about LaDainian Thompson. He comes up to pass protect, and he just gets let go by DeAndre Levy. Levy just forgets about it. Finally picks him up later, but there was so much time for Sanchez to bring Levy away from LaDainian Thompson with his eyes. Sanchez looked away from Tomlinson, then came back late, and by that time, Levy had let too much distance pass.
Longest play of the day so far, 14 yards for the Jets. Sanchez down the seam. Keller going up and making a beautiful grab. Now they call it incomplete. And a flag on the play.
Illegal use of the hands, hands to the face. Number 92, defense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's Cliff Averill.
So that play didn't happen. Right here, right in front of you, right. This is it. And he's got his hand clear up, and that's what happened when the offensive lineman's head goes way back like that. The officials don't even look; they just throw the flag.
Jets with some breathing room now at their own 33-yard line, first down. Tomlinson running left, gets outside, and LT lowers the shoulder, goes out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. We should be close to the first down marker.
And as
Alfonso Smith pushing him out of bounds.
As we said, the Jets want to run the football. I mean, that's who they are. They want to play good defense, run the ball, don't turn it over, win the field position battle, and score when you get down close. And that's how they're going to do it. That's how they're going to win this game if it indeed happens.
Sanchez lines up as a receiver at the top of your screen. They're going with the Wildcat now. Smith under center. Runs the option. Smith breaks down and goes down. Levy. But he picks up a first down in the process, a gain of 3.
Well, they got, the first down is what they were getting. That's why they put it out there. Watch, the defense just leaves Sanchez completely uncovered on the outside. They know he's not going to be a factor in this play. Let him go. If they want to throw the football to Sanchez, they can do it. But they're going to chase they think whenever the Wildcat formation is great and all these teams use it, but it is 95% run, and defenses are getting the hang of that.
First down and 10 at the 44. Play action. Sanchez setting up over the middle. Santonio Holmes galloping down the sideline out of bounds. At the 25, Alfonso Smith knocks him out of bounds. A gain of 31, but a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 75, defense, half the distance of the goal line from the end of the run, automatic first down.
That's Turk McBride, 4th-year player out of Tennessee.
Well, here's the penalty. Sanchez, and this is, one of the things that happens. You start running the football really well. Oh, yeah, that's a bad penalty. You can't do it. It wasn't a vicious hit. It was low enough, but it was late. You can't hit him that late. Takes the extra step. Lays him out, the flag comes right in.
A first down for the Jets at the Lions' 12-yard line. Connor, Sean Green in the backfield. Green, second man through. And Green gets inside the 10. They'll spot it at about the 8.5-yard line as he gains 4. Sammy Hill, first man to him.
Yeah, the Jets go real heavy on their right side. 2 tight ends. Try and wall it off and leave one guy out there. Brian Schottenheimer, you see they're calling the plays. They've started to find themselves a little bit offensively. They did weather that early storm that the Detroit Lions put on this team, and now the Jets offense is starting to find its rhythm.
2nd down and 6 at the 8. Underneath, incomplete. Kotchery dropped the football. And Jericho Kotchery has been having a nightmarish couple of weeks.
Yeah, this would have been a tough catch, no question. I mean, it's tight. You got a defender right on you, but the ball is right there. You got to know it's coming right away. It's not like it's the first time they've run this pass. You got to pull that in.
Makes it 3rd down and 6 at the 8. Jets 0 for 4 on conversions. LaDainian Tomlinson in the backfield for Sanchez out of the shotgun. Sanchez fumbled the snap and a flag.
Something happened on the interior of the line. The official on this side caught it.
Illegal motion, number 21 on the offense. A penalty is declined. 4th down.
He never got set. Right here, he's going to go in motion. LT's going to go in motion. He's got to get set. He never gets set. So that's Mark Sanchez backing up and LaDainian Tomlinson moving in motion. Neither one of those 2 guys gets set. That's 2 guys in motion in the backfield.
So it brings on Nick Folk, 13 of 16 on the season from 31 yards away. And it's good. 4:46 to play in the first half. Jets finally on the board, 7-3. 4:46 to play, 2nd quarter, 7-3. Jets score their first points in the last 6 quarters. Remember, they were shut out last week at home against Green Bay, 9-0. Stephon Logan back deep for Detroit. And he'll bring it out of his own end zone. And Logan still running. Crosses the 30, gets to the 32. A 34-yard return. Brad Smith with the tackle. So the Jets committed a number of miscues in last week's loss to Green Bay. Nick Folk missed a 37-yard field goal. Mark Sanchez threw a pair of interceptions. And the Jets receivers officially dropped 5 passes, but according to Rex Ryan yesterday when we talked to him, he had it at 9.
Yeah, Rex is a little tougher judge. When you look and you think about the miscues they've had today, the little illegal shift by LaDainian Tomlinson might have cost him a touchdown.
7 penalties last week. They have 5 penalties in the first half today. 1st down and 10 at the 33. Stafford. And he finds Burleson. 1st down, Detroit. Stafford completing one for 11 yards. Drew Coleman with the tackle.
Well, when the Jets rush 4 guys, Matthew Stafford has had a lot of time. And you see Burleson coming out, just curling up right in front of Coleman. Stafford just throwing darts. And you see right there, that's from the hit that he took a little earlier. It doesn't look like he's quite there. And this is the guy that's been injured in both seasons he's been in the league.
He had shoulder injuries both seasons. Injuring that right throwing shoulder against the Bears on opening day as Javid Best dives forward and gains a couple of yards.
He's not the most durable of quarterbacks.
So Matthew Stafford looks like he's in some pain, and he had 2 significant shoulder injuries in his career so far. Last year, Stafford separated his left shoulder against Cleveland. Week 1 this year, Stafford separated his right shoulder when he was hit by Julius Peppers. Stafford missed 5 games due to the injury, and the Jets know it. Yesterday, Rex Ryan saying Stafford's very talented but not durable. We may not sack him, but we want to hit him as much as we can. 2nd and 8 at the 46, over the middle. Caught once again. It's Pettigrew, and Pettigrew lost it. No, they're going to say he was down. An 8-yard gain as Calvin Pace wrapped him up.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a first down catch for Pettigrew. He reached out and was down and tried to extend the ball over just a little more, and it came out after he slapped it on the ground. But Matt Stafford have some time in the pocket. When that happens, he really does make good decisions, even for a young quarterback.
Job at best, running left, and no room whatsoever. No gain on the play as David Harris was the first man to him. And the Lions getting to the line of scrimmage quickly. Hurry up offense. We saw it last week against Washington, and it was very effective.
Well, I think they hurried up that time so that they wouldn't review that fumble. And now they huddle up and take their time. I think that's exactly what happened. They wanted to get a quick playoff so that they wouldn't have any chance of replay review from the Jets.
Second down and 10 at the 46 of New York. For Detroit, 2:18 to go. Stafford flushed out of the pocket. He can run a little bit. Stafford and slides down to the 35.
Yeah, he's going to be short of the first down.
And that'll bring up third down and about 1. We're at the 2-minute warning. Lions 7-3 lead, knocking on the door. Coming up on the Sprint halftime report, join JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cowher for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. That's coming up on the Sprint halftime report. Third down and 1 for the Lions. They converted on only 7 of 14 third and 1 situations this season. Stafford will throw it to Best and complete. And let's see what Detroit elects to do. They have not sent the field goal team on. Jim Schwartz may go for it.
Looks like they are. And they're going to line up very quickly and try and get the Jets a little bit confused.
So 4-down territory for Detroit.
And they spread it out 3 wides.
4th down and a yard. And they get the Jets to jump offside. Wow.
They did it on purpose. That was the plan. Bouha thinks that the Lions twitched.
False start, number 51.
And
Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
He was right.
Raiola, they called, the veteran center. Right here. He might be. I think he did. I think he twitched. Watch his legs. Oh, you see, double snap. There's a good call by the official.
So the Lions will punt it away for the 5th straight time. Jim Leonard back deep. Nick Harris. And it's down inside the 10-yard line, a 32-yard punt with 1 minute and 48 remaining.
The flag right at the line of scrimmage. And this is, that last penalty was a rare penalty on Detroit. They haven't had that many. The Jets have been grabbing them.
Personal foul, chop block, number 28, kicking team. The 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down, New York.
That's Maurice Morris, backup running back.
Well, we had one chop block earlier in the game. But that was against offensive linemen. I've never seen one on a punt. Right in here. Watch this. And it's just like earlier. If you guys, yeah, the personal protector comes in, and that is a good call. That was a chop block. You can't take them out low when they're already engaged with a defender.
Detroit with 7 penalties for 68 yards. First down for Mark Sanchez. And the Jets at their own 25. They have 2 timeouts left, and he's sacked. And the ball comes loose. Cliff Averill, with the pressure, comes up with his 4th sack of the season, a loss of 6.
And that was a 4-man rush, nothing exotic. Averill, you see, just up and unders. Damian Woody gets his right arm underneath Woody's arm, and that's a fumble right in the pocket, and that is real trouble if the Lions can get pressure with just 4.
2nd and 19. The handoff with Danian Tomlinson. And Tomlinson gets to the 25, making it 26. Gains 10 yards. And a timeout call. And coming up on the Sprint Halftime Report, join JB, Dan Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cowher for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. It's coming up on the Sprint Halftime Report. Detroit called the timeout to stop the clock at 1:10. Nick Folk getting loose, but the Jets are faced with a 3rd down and 9 to the 26. They need to go to the 35 for a first down. They're 0 for 5 on 3rd down conversions today. Sanchez pumps, goes for the bomb down the field. Caught! Edwards, touchdown, New York! 74 yards.
You'll see it. It's nothing special. He gives a little outside wiggle, and it just takes Alphonso Smith too long to get out of his back pedal. Edwards catches that one. We talked about how many problems this receiving corps had a week ago getting their hands on the ball and holding on to it. No such problem here. Just a go route. You could draw that one in the dirt.
Braylon Edwards playing in his hometown. He's another Detroiter, extra point good. He played at Michigan, went to King High School here in downtown Detroit. And he gives the Jets a 10-7 lead as Mark Sanchez with the biscuit right in the basket. Braylon Edwards, huge touchdown for the Jets, their first in the last 6 quarters, and he comes from some pretty good NFL stock. As a matter of fact, his dad is one of your former teammates.
That's right. And I didn't know it until yesterday when we spoke to him. He started talking about his dad's Dan Edwards. I said, hey, I played with him. And sure enough, he did. He's a lot taller than his dad.
Big time touchdown, though, for Braylon Edwards as Mark Sanchez throws his 10th touchdown pass of the season. Edwards with 5 TD passes. And the Jets take a 10-7 lead with a minute remaining in the 2nd quarter.
And that's the kind of thing that'll get a quarterback back on his game.
Stephon Logan brings it out of the end zone. Yard deep. Logan hits the sideline. Logan, flag on the play. And Logan out of bounds at the 37. Jim Leonard ran him out of bounds. But if it stands, it's a 48-yard return.
Yeah, this one's coming back. The Jets seem to think that was no way that was on them. That's on, yeah.
During the return, holding number 12 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's Derek Williams, backup wide receiver in his 2nd year out of Penn State.
And that sets the Lions way back.
Well, 50 seconds remaining. Detroit with 2 timeouts left. Jets with 2 timeouts left. As the Lions break to the line of scrimmage. Stafford underneath. Burleson, nice catch. Brought down at the 28-yard line by Antonio Cromartie.
Yeah,
as he gains 13 on the play.
And I think that the Lions are doing the right thing. You don't want to just go off on a bad note. Let your 2-minute, maybe you can get a chance to get a little rhythm in your 2-minute offense. You may need it later in the game. It's nice to have a little warm-up against live action.
Stafford again in trouble, spins out of trouble, on the move, and he dumps it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Nice pocket presence for Stafford.
Yeah, they may not get a field goal out of this. They may not get yardage, or they may not get a touchdown, but they are going to get a chance to come out and see some things about the Jet defense and show some things that may help them in the second half. And Matt Stafford, let's face it, with Calvin Johnson out there, you don't know. You got to make the Jets play 60 minutes, and even if it is the last minute of the first half, you got to push them.
It looks like Darrelle Revis is shutting down Calvin Johnson in this first half. Second down and 10 at the 28. Stafford, he'll throw the long ball. Incomplete. This time intended for Bryant Johnson. And he was covered by Drew Coleman.
Yeah, I like it. Just take a shot. The Jets just did it against you. Bryant Johnson does a nice job there, turning into a defensive back. But I don't have a problem with that at all. Take a shot. You know, you got 10 seconds left in the half. Let your guys make a play.
Stafford has not been able to go to his favorite receiver, Calvin Johnson, with 1 catch for 13 yards. Darrelle Revis sitting on it. 3rd and 10. Here's the run. Best hurdling. Best outside, goes out of bounds at the 45 with 3 seconds remaining in the half.
And that gives you a chance maybe to throw the Hail Mary right here. Go down, maybe you get the catch, the deflection, the bobble, and the catch in the end zone. You never know. And Detroit, you know, you talk about it. This Detroit Lions team's got to feel okay about the way they played if they can forget about the big play they gave the Jets. Everything else, the Lions have really been all over the Jets today. But that big play, Gus, really was a kick in the stomach for him.
3 seconds remaining. Jets in the prevent defense. And a flag prior to the snap.
There's Raiola again.
False start, snap infraction. Number 51, offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Now you can tell he doesn't like it.
A lot of penalties for the Lions, showing a lack of discipline in this first half. And Jim Schwartz talked about it on Friday when we met with them at their facilities, that we have to be more focused. A lot of times we hurt ourselves.
Well, he said they made the same mistakes in the game last week that they made in the 5 losses they've had this season, but they made enough plays to make up for them.
Final play. Stafford over the middle to Best. And Javid Best is tackled at midfield. And that's the end of the first half with the score. The Jets 10, the Lions 7. We'll be back with the Sprint halftime report after this message and a word from your local station.
You can go with this, or you can go with that. You can go with this, or you can go with this. You can go with this, or you can go with that. You can go with this.
10-7, the halftime score. Jets and the Lions duking it out here in the Motor City. Gus Johnson, along with Steve Tasker and partner. Hard-fought first half for both teams.
Yeah, we knew the defense of the Jets would rise up, and we also knew the Detroit offense was very talented. The Jets really struggled a little bit offensively in the first half with penalties and stuff, but they got the big play from Braylon Edwards, got them back into the football game. It really is a dogfight. It's a very good football game, and I think both teams are playing extremely well.
Darrelle Revis, how about him?
The guy rises up. I mean, the guy, he's got the most difficult assignment in guarding Calvin Johnson. Has really come through in a big way. You wonder why people talk about him, and you get a chance to see him in person, and you understand why.
And that brings us to the all-state points of protection. Let's take a look.
Well, the thing that jumps out at you to begin with, you know, the penalties, 14 combined penalties. It hasn't been a very clean first half. Brandon Pettigrew, third touchdown this season for the Detroit Lions. Like, no turnovers for either team. And Braylon Edwards answering Pettigrew's touchdown with a 74-yard TD reception. You know, the Jets sprinkled in 1 field goal, but it has been a dogfight out there, and first downs have been very difficult to come from. The Detroit Lions, Gus, if you remember, they came out opening drive, bang, 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 80 yards right down for the touchdown. That's all they've been able to do.
Penalties, though, have been a problem for both teams. Lions have been penalized 9 times for 83 yards. Jets 5 times for 45 yards. So we prepare for the second half. Jets will have the football as Jason Hanson, in his 19th year out of Washington State, prepares to send it away, and Brad Smith, one of the most versatile football players in the NFL, is back deep.
Yeah, I like Brad Smith as a kick returner. He ranks high in the NFL because he's big, Gus. He can break tackles.
So Smith brings it out of his own end zone. Gets to the 20. And Smith finally chopped down at the 30-yard line. Nice job by Brandon McDonald on special teams, but it's a 33-yard return. So here comes Mark Sanchez. And Mark Sanchez in the first half, 7 of 12, 135 yards, a touchdown, but none bigger than that 74-yard strike to Braylon Edwards, and he showed that when given the opportunity and the time, he can really air it out.
Yeah, and that was a play that you can't put one more on time than that. The Jets really needed some kind of spark to get back in the football game to get their offense going, and they got it.
First down at the 31. Sean Green in the backfield behind Sanchez. They give it to Green running right. And Green tries to turn the corner and does. And picks up about 7.5 on the play. Louis Delmas ushers him out of bounds. And yes, it's a gain of 7.
Yeah, and that's one thing that the Detroit Lions have to keep guard against. They can't miss tackles. They had the right defense. They had guys in the backfield to tackle Green for maybe a gain of 1. Green broke a couple of tackles and scooted to the sidelines for a gain of 7. That's a big play on first down to open up.
Sean Green, 345 yards rushing coming into this game, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. 2nd and 3. Sanchez eases back over the middle. Ball caught by Green, and he adds extra yardage after the catch as he gets to the 45. That's a 7-yard gain. So right now, Mark Sanchez starting to find a little rhythm.
Yeah, and he has plenty of time. The Lions are both plays, first and second down. They only had 7 guys in the box. First time the Jets ran it for 7 yards, and they just pick up the first down with a little dump off to the back.
First down at their own 45, opening drive of the second half for the Jets. Richardson, Green in the eye. Second man through, Green, and this time maybe a yard on the play. So let's take a look at the first half possessions for the Jets. They started off slowly, but they ended with a bang.
And you can see 4 straight punts. And they really struggled. Look at all the 3-play drives. This one, of course, for the touchdown, but the rest of them, no. That's, that was the difference, I think, in the first half. The Detroit Lions' ability to keep the Jets off the football field offensively.
Second down and 9 at the 46. Ryan Schottenheimer. Play fake. Sanchez rolls, fires, nice toss. Braylon Edwards lost the ball. And the Lions have it. Braylon Edwards has it taken away by little Louis Delmas. And Detroit forces a turnover.
And you said it, Gus. Delmas just takes it. Edwards catches this ball, turns up the field. Watch. Delmas is going to break down to make the tackle, try and hem him in. Just reaches out and gets lucky and scrapes the ball out of Edwards' hands. Huge turnover for Detroit. Watch this. Delmas really is just going to make the tackle, and Edwards is just lazy with the ball, trying to switch it to the outside hand.
So the Lions now with the football at the Jet 47-yard line. Driving best in the backfield. Stafford underneath. Burleson with the catch. Burleson has had a big game. Revis brings him down, but that's a gain of 12 on the play. His 4th catch of the day.
It's interesting.
For 60 yards.
You come out of the halftime, Gus, and the first drive of the second half tells you what both teams saw about their opponent. The Jets come out and go to a cover 2 look right off the bat on first down after halftime and play zone coverage right out of the gate after half. You wonder what their defensive coordinators saw in the first half that made him switch to that defense.
First down and 10 at the 35 now for Stafford. And they capitalize off the turnover. Underneath again. And look at Burleson. A gain of 15. He's the slot man. Jim Leonard with the tackle. And Nate Burleson, his first 3 years were played with Minnesota, 4 years with Seattle, and this is his first season with the Lions.
Well, they went zone on the first play, man-to-man on the second play with safety help over the top. Not too many guys left in the defense to pressure Stafford, and he finds the open guy.
5 catches, 75 yards for Burleson. First down and 10. At the Jet 20. Handoff, job at Best. And Best met at the line of scrimmage by Bart Scott. 1-yard gain.
And I'll tell you, those two inside linebackers for the Jets, Harris and Scott, they really know how to fill in the run game. They come right up, shoulders square, step. They diagnose the play in the backfield. They don't over-pursue. They rarely over-pursue, and that's what happens to so many linebackers. They miss tackles because they just run too far. They're very patient, step right up to where they're supposed to be, and the back just has nowhere to go.
Second down and 9 at the 19. Calvin Johnson in motion to the top of your screen. Stafford fires to Best. Out of the backfield, makes the first man miss, and gets out of bounds at the 5. Brian Thomas and Jim Leonard there to push him out of bounds, but it's a gain of 15 for the Lions.
Well, they got caught in man coverage again. Watch. There you see it. Harris had man coverage on Best and had to get all the way across the formation to get there. Stafford saw it immediately, got the ball out quick, and gave Best enough time to make the tackler miss.
And there's Braylon Edwards fumbling the ball to begin the second half. First down and goal for Stafford of the Lions at the 4. Best running left. And he'll get down to the 2-yard line. Boua making a tackle after the gain of 2.
Now the Lions just come in trying to bang it into the end zone inside the 5-yard line. Great blocking up front. Good job right there by the defensive front of the Jets as well. But there you have it, Javid Best. 5 touchdowns, none in the last 5 games. Javid getting it done. Suffered with turf toe. We've talked about it, Gus, but man, when you get down in there, players love a guy who plays hurt.
Second down and goal to the 2-yard line. Stafford, Best makes the catch, but great defense that time. Brian Thomas covering the back out of the backfield, and he closed quickly. A loss of 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, it would have been better if he had dropped that. Now Best is, you'll see it. He almost did drop, and it would have been better had he dropped it. They would have not have lost the 2 yards. And you can't do that. I mean, you're reflexively trying to catch it. But man, well defended there by Thomas.
Third down and goal. Ball inside the 5. Johnson in motion. Stafford lets it go. Incomplete. Broken up. Looks like Poole got a hand on it. And Detroit will have to settle for a field goal. And Stafford's shoulder looks to be hurt again.
Yeah, and you see right there, we talk a lot about Calvin Johnson being big enough to go in there and stand in the middle and just go up and jump over and get it. But Pettigrew's the same thing. He's a tight end, 6'5", 265. And that's the Lions' theme down in the red zone. Get a bunch of tall guys in there, throw it up, and let them go up and get it.
Jason Hanson, 439 career field goals, 5th most in NFL history, as he nails a 21-yarder and a flag on the play. And Hanson gets up limping.
Yeah, you can see it. That's a personal foul.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Half the distance of the goal.
Wow.
Automatic first down.
There you go.
Another
That's a huge
penalty. And that is the 3rd personal foul penalty called against the Jets today.
Yeah, and that's Trevor Price coming in. And you can't, I mean, there's no question. And there's no more. It used to be years ago that you had like a 5-yard running. There's none of that anymore. That's a personal foul, and that is a bad football play.
6 penalties, 47 yards for the Jets, and that gives the Lions a fresh set of downs. First down and goal from the 2. Felton, Best in the backfield. Best. Play action. Stafford. Oh, he fooled everybody. Touchdown.
Wow, great ball handling, and I'll tell you what, you got to tip your hat to Javid Best. A great fake into the line. He leaped in as though he were going in for the touchdown, and he didn't have the football. Perfectly executed ball handling. Watch Best. He leaps over like he's going to get the touchdown, and by then it's too late. Stafford's already to the corner.
And with Hansen hurt, Sue attempting the extra point, and he bangs it off the upright. They bring the rookie in. Sue, Hansen hurt.
I wonder if he's going to kick off.
Wow. 13-10. Back after this. Welcome back, 13-10. As you look at Braylon Edwards on the left and Trevor Price on the right. And, major responsibility for them as they allow the Lions to score that touchdown with some mistakes. Meanwhile, here's the kickoff as Nick Harris, the punter, kicks it away.
Well, the way he kicked it off, you'll understand why Ndamukong Suh was in to kick the extra point. Nick Harris, that was a terrible kickoff.
That's kind of interesting as well, Steve. I mean, you're a punter.
It's different.
But you would think that
During the return, holding number 26, the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down, New York.
Here's Ndamukong Suh. Now, the kick is actually pretty good, except you see just smooth motion, but he pushes it. Yeah, his plant foot was wrong. His plant foot was a little bit too far ahead of the football. But here's Hansen. This is, you see there, he can't even do it. He knows. There's a guy who's been doing it for a long, long time. He knows he can't do it.
19 years in this league. First down and 10 at the 23 for Mark Sanchez and the Jet offense. LaDainian Tomlinson breaks it back. LT taken down shy of the 25. Corey Williams with the tackle, a 2-yard gain. Corey Williams traded from the Browns. Former franchise player with Green Bay in 08. And Martin Mayhew, who runs this Detroit Lions team. I tell you what, Steve, he's done a great job of getting players in here.
Well, they are very talented, no question, on both sides of the football. And it's up to, of course, Jim Schwartz to put it together for him.
Second down and 8 at the 25. Here's the pitch. Tomlinson around the corner with room, and he's chopped down. Nice open field tackle by rookie Amari Spivey. But Tomlinson picks up 13 yards on the play.
Well, when you get two guys off their feet defensively right at the point of attack, you know it's going to be a good play, even though this flag they may come back looks like it's going to be against the Jets. And I'll tell you, Gus, if it is against the Jets, they can't get out of their own way today. It's almost like they were breathing bad air for the weekend. I mean, they have not shown up well today. Their penalties have just been the story for the Jets.
Number 78 of the offense was lined up as a tackle. Previously, he was lined up as an eligible receiver. Therefore, that's illegal formation. 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
Well, what happened was he reported as an eligible receiver and then stayed in the game. He has to report the same way. See, he's at a tight end. He's covered by this player down here. That's legal. But because he was an eligible receiver the play before and did not report as ineligible, it's a penalty. That was a legal formation except for the fact that Hunter was an eligible receiver. He's actually an offensive lineman, but in some formations, if he goes up to the official and says, listen, I'm going to line up as an eligible receiver, that's legal. He has to report in. He did not report out.
So they wipe away the 13-yard gain. 8 penalties, 62 yards against the Jets. Richardson, Tomlinson in the eye. Richardson in motion. Play fake. Sanchez steps up, looks, throws on the move, and a strike. Mark Sanchez finding Santonio Holmes for a gain of 21 as Pavay brings him down.
Great job by Mark Sanchez. Great poise. 4-man rush by Detroit. Sidesteps, and then throws it right down the tube. Holmes and Spivey is there early. I thought Spivey was gonna get called for a penalty. He hit Holmes a little early, but no call.
First down to the 41 now. Tomlinson and a Danian drop for a loss. Amari Spivey in the backfield once again.
Well, he comes from the secondary, and he's not accounted for in the run game. Spivey, great tackle. Look at that, right between the guard tackle and the fullback.
Rookie out of Iowa, 3rd-round pick. Made 26 starts in 2 years. Playing for the Hawkeyes. Starting every game at safety in his career. 2nd and 10. He's in today because C.C. Brown, their normal starting safety, is out with a knee injury suffered last week. Sanchez pump fake. Sanchez backpedaling. Sanchez elusiveness incomplete. Intended for Dustin Keller as tight end, and that'll bring up 3rd down and long.
And Houston's down, as you can see right there. Jericho Cotchery was coming back to the football, and I think Keller and Cotchery might have knocked the ball out of each other's hands. Both Jet receivers.
So Houston down. 6:14 to play in the 3rd. 3-point ball game. And Chris Houston up and walking around trying to work out that left arm. 3rd down and 10 for the Jets at the 41. Sanchez fires. Caught. Beautiful throw and an even better catch by Dustin Keller across the middle. So on 3rd and 10, they gain 17. Spivey with the tackle.
Well, I spoke to Brian Schottenheimer during the week, and he said this is a guy that we've got to keep involved. He led the team in catches, touchdowns, yards coming into the game, and they've got to keep him involved. Brian Schottenheimer loves the tight end. It's great for a young quarterback to have a good one because they're always inside the numbers, and it's an easier throw. That was a great throw.
That was his first catch of the day. He now has 27 on the season. First down to the 42. Here's the reverse. Smith. And Brad Smith out of bounds. Stopped by Nathan Vasher. New England and Cleveland, the Browns have been playing. Here's James Brown in New York.
Hey, Gus and Steve, Coach Cowher called this when he said Cleveland was going to play them well. That they're doing. Take a look at Colt McCoy on a keeper. He takes this one 16 yards to pay dirt. Wow, the Browns on top of New England 24-7 late in the 3rd. Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker.
All right, Mike Holmgren seems to like Colt McCoy. Young man out of the University of Texas, 2nd and 5, rookie. At the 37, Sanchez pump fake. Looks the other side. Picked up! Smith again! Alphonso Smith, 5 interceptions in 6 games now. As he hauled that one in, 2nd turnover of the day for the Jets. Fifth interception of the season for Alphonso Smith, who was traded from Denver to Detroit after only 1 year in Denver. And the Lions running the football. Let's tell you his story. Last week against Washington, Alphonso Smith dropped a potential interception in the 2nd quarter. But in the fourth, Smith came up with a big pick, which led to Calvin Johnson's go-ahead touchdown. He now has 5 interceptions in the last 6 games, and this is his interception today. Not a good throw by Mark Sanchez.
No, it was thrown about 3 yards short. And then Smith makes a big mistake, I think, coming out of the end zone. It's 1st and goal on the 0-yard line. You'd be better off staying right where you caught the ball and landed in the end zone.
2nd down and 9 to the 2. Stafford all the way in the back of his own end zone. Stafford rolling out and incomplete. Javid Best, closest man to the football.
Yeah, the Lion receivers, have to come back to the ball. They got to do a better job. When Stafford breaks contain and runs to the sideline, it looks as though the Lion receivers don't exactly have a plan or know what to do when he's outside the pocket. This is Calvin Johnson working against Rivas. He's going deep, and he looks back, can't find him, and then you see it kind of takes him a long time to find where Stafford is, and it's too late.
Johnson, 1 catch, 13 yards. Coming off his best game of his career against the Redskins, 9 catches, 101 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Stafford over the middle, and it's called a flag, though. Wow, a late flag in the backfield.
And it might be a holding in the end zone against the Lions. If it is, it's a safety.
Personal foul, shot block, number 66 on the offense. The foul occurred in the field of play. The penalty will be declined. 4th down.
Peterman.
2nd time today. Right there. And that is a cut block, and that's not illegal.
That's not illegal play, is it, Steve?
It's not an
It's not an
illegal.
Ellis was not engaged.
That's right. It's not an illegal play because Raiola was not engaged with Ellis when the block occurred. Now Ellis won't like it because defenders don't like getting cut like that, but that was not an illegal block. It was a cut block.
So Nick Harris will punt it away 8 yards deep.
Ball start, number 55, offense. Half the distance of the goal, still 4th down.
Now the fans are getting upset with the officials.
Landon Johnson.
And we'll see. Let them sort this out.
Now Nick Harris in the back of his own end zone.
He's got to be careful not to step on the line. If he steps out of bounds with the ball, it's a safety.
Jim Leonard back deep at midfield. And Harris delivers a nice punt over to the sideline. Fair caught by Leonard. A 47-yard punt, but Mr. Sanchez and company will have excellent field position, trailing 13-10. 13-10 Detroit, but the Jets have their best starting field position of the day from their own 48 as Rex Ryan looks on. 1st down. Connor, Sean Green in the backfield. Green with the run. And Green will get to the Lions 49. And Ndamukong Suh with the tackle, and it's a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, you look at the Lions, how they came out, and the Jets came out on this series. Wow, the Jets pack it all in there around the football, and the Lions match it. 9 guys in the box defensively. Look at all the guys in around the football. They knew it was going to be a run.
2nd and 7. Shaw Ferguson moving on the left side.
Number 60, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And what a sloppy game. Just so many penalties for both teams. The Jets have been penalized 9 times for 67. The Lions 10 times for 87.
And there's been a lot of these kind of penalties. It's just mental breakdowns and the lack of concentration, bad snaps. guys twitching before the ball is there. I mean, it's been that all game.
2nd and 12 at the 46. Sanchez, straight drop to the sideline. Nice throw, Cotry with the catch, and he's taken out of bounds by Chris Houston. Houston back in the game after being shaken up. 11-yard pickup for Cotry.
And Cotry had the first down, but kind of lost it when he spun out of it. Sanchez standing in there, gets dragged down late. And that, Kyle Vanden Bosch falling against his leg. Sanchez staying in the game, looks to be all right.
Jets facing a 3rd and 1. Green straight ahead, dives.
Yeah, he got it.
And the Jets are saying that he got it.
Forward progress over the top of the pile. They're going to mark him inside the 42-yard line of the Lions, and that's enough.
Well, they will bring the chains out and take a measurement.
And this just old-fashioned football.
And they do get it.
Big first down for the Jets. After the interception, the slow start after halftime, the penalties. And the Lions coming out and scoring a touchdown. They've got to get back on their horse, try and get back in this game. That's a big first down.
So Mark Sanchez has the ball at the Lions 42. Richardson, Tomlinson in the offset eye. Here's the pitch. LT cuts it inside and goes down at the 40. Ooh, some hard hitting going on. Kyle Vanden Bosch, 2-yard gain. Vanden Bosch with Arizona and Tennessee. And when he has a great deep tackle next to him, like when he had Albert Haynesworth in Tennessee, he knows how to get to the quarterback. He has that now with Sue.
Yeah, and you don't have to wonder. Those are not his real eyes. His eyes are not red like that. He has contact lenses and he wears that are prescription lenses, and they make his eyes look red. He wears them on game day.
2nd down and 8 at the 40. Sanchez short drop, now goes back deep over the middle, incomplete. Tomlinson, the intended receiver. And Sanchez may have faked out his own team on that play. That brings up 3rd down and 8.
Detroit not getting much pressure here in the second half, not bringing extra people either. Deciding to go with Vanden Bosch, Sue, and the 4-down linemen. Just to get all the pressure they can with those 4, drop the other 7 players into coverage. We'll see if they change that here.
Jets need to get to the 32-yard line. They're 3 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 8. Sanchez fires sideline, incomplete.
They brought extra pressure. You see there, Louis Delmas coming up through the secondary from way back. They bring everybody at Mark Sanchez, and he knows it. And I think he needed to wait just a half a beat more before he released that football to get it to the outside. He threw it a little early, knowing the pressure was coming.
5th punt of the day for Weatherford. Stephon Logan back deep. And he has it at the 10-yard line, a 30-yard punt. 13-10, 8 seconds to go. 3rd quarter. Matt Stafford gets loose. 13-10 Lions. 8 seconds to play in the quarter. First down at their own 10-yard line for Felton and Best behind Matthew Stafford. Best with the football. Little room finally, and he gets to the 12-yard line, a 7-yard pickup. David Harris, Jim Leonard with the tackle. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Back to Detroit right after this. Welcome back. We're ready for the fourth quarter from the Motor City. Close game, 13-10. As you take a look at the scoring by quarters. Lions have the football now. 2nd down and 3. At their own 17. Calvin Johnson has been shut down by Darrelle Revis. Only 1 catch for 13 yards. Let's see if Matthew Stafford throws it to him even when he's covered. Here's Best breaking it back. Javid Best at the 30, and he stiff arms out of bounds. Cromartie pushed him out of bounds at the 32. That's a 15-yard gain.
That's a great run by Best. Watch the cutback. It's a left-hand run, and he's going to break it all the way back across the formation. Nice stiff arm there. You can see. You wonder why Cromartie pushed him out of bounds. Give a guy a stiff arm. That's no fun.
So the Lions with the football at the 32, 1st down. Stafford pump fake, sideline throw incomplete, intended for Brian Johnson. As Stafford rather, knocked down on the play.
And that's one of the things that you always want to do to opponent's quarterback. Get him on the ground. Let him know that if he doesn't throw the football, if he hangs on to it at all, he's going to be on the ground. And sooner or later, the clock in the quarterback's head starts to run a little faster and a little faster and a little faster. And all of a sudden, their passing game isn't as effective because the timing is off.
2nd down and 10 at the 32-yard line. Kevin Smith in the game now for Detroit in the backfield. Number 34. They hand it to him. And Smith gets to the 35-yard line, maybe the 36. Jason Taylor, the former Dolphin, 14-year veteran with the tackle.
And Jason Taylor, one of the, he's a situational player for the Jets this year. A guy with, like you said, an enormous amount of experience and a great player. But he's a guy that you talk about depth. That's a guy that gives the Jets a lot of quality depth.
3rd down 6 at the 36. They need to go to the 42 for a 1st down. Stafford steps up in the pocket. Bonus it! At the 40! And he's down inside the Jets' 30-yard line. What a catch! And he has been balling today for Marty and Leonard. With the tackle, it's a gain of 36.
Watch this throw by Stafford. He just flicks it and just gets it over the top of Coleman, who couldn't be in better position. He's between the receiver and the quarterback on a little flick throw, and Burleson fingertips the grab and takes off. Wow.
Nate Burleson, 6 catches, 111 yards. 1st down at the 28. Stafford going deep, incomplete. Brian Johnson, the intended receiver.
I'll tell you, when this team, the Detroit Lions, started to get better, the thing that you started to see was more and more guys get involved with the offense. They've got a go-to guy in Calvin Johnson, no question. But you see here, they're starting to spread it around. Bryant Johnson, Nate Burleson, Pettigrew, all these guys are going to be part of Matt Stafford's repertoire. Maybe the centerpiece will be Calvin Johnson, but if they're going to win games, they are going to have to do it without the ball being in the hands of Calvin Johnson every pass play.
Stafford has hit 6 different receivers. Dropping back, goes up top for his tight end. Touchdown! Pettigrew again!
No, they called. He said he dropped it on the ground and bobbled it. But they've still got the pass interference against the Jets. Pettigrew thinks he caught it. And this will be really interesting to see how this one plays out. They're going to call Jim Leonard, it looks like.
The result of the play is an incomplete pass. However, there was pass interference on the defense, number 33. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul, 1st and goal.
Eric Smith,
not Leonard. That was, you saw Pettigrew come down with it, and from up here where we're at, it looked like he came down with this football. And the Lions are going to take their time huddling up. The crowd crowd thinks he caught it, but no, it hit the ground. Right there, the tip of the ball hit the ground. He kept it off the turf for most of that catch, and it really only just for a split second right there.
They hand it off. And Kevin Smith trying to get into the end zone. That was a 27-yard penalty called against Eric Smith.
A little out and up by Pettigrew. Smith stays with it, and watch right there, it's okay, and then right there it bounced right at the end. Great call by the official. Throws the flag and still manages to see the bobble right there.
Second down and goal at the 2-yard line for the Lions. Leading it by 3. Felton, Best in the backfield. They snap it. Best. Flag on the play. Dives. Touchdown. And Best is hurt.
Prior to the snap, timeout on the defense. That's New York's first timeout.
That play never happened. The Jets called a timeout.
Timeout.
There were 2 flags on that play. One, I think they were there for, you can see there, timeout right here, and that's because of this.
There were flags on the field.
Jim
for 12
Leonard
men
running
on
off the
defense.
field.
However, since the defense called a timeout, there was no foul on the play.
Yeah, they'll pick up both those flags. When you talk about a timely timeout, that was it by the Jets.
Where you guys from? You suck!
You can see right here, he's calling timeout. That's Ihedibo. And then Jim Leonard at the top has got to get off, and he can't do it. And that's a good timeout.
So the Jets calling their first timeout of the second half. Detroit faced second and goal to 2. Felton, Kevin Smith in the offset eye. Stafford in the end zone. No. Incomplete. Reeves covering again.
His left foot came down out of bounds. Right at the bottom of your screen, Stafford puts this up just like he wants to. Back shoulder, 1 foot down. And you can see right there, no question.
So that makes it 3rd down and goal at the 2-yard line. This time Johnson splits wide to the top of your screen. Reeves will guard him. Burleson at the bottom. Kevin Smith in the backfield, and a whistle.
The Giants, the Lions tried to get that snap off, and they couldn't, as the Jets called another quick timeout.
Defense. That's the Jets' second timeout of the half.
So with 11:53 to play in the 4th quarter, the Jets are down to 1 timeout and a 2-minute warning.
At the most crucial time of the game, the Jets have forced to use another timeout because they had too many men on the field. Absolutely a busted assignment by the defense of the Jets, and it forced them to use another timeout at a crucial moment.
9th play of the drive that started at the Detroit 10. 3rd and goal. Stafford up top. Touchdown. Burleson.
Detroit's got some talent.
Yes, they do.
Stafford flicks that ball out there right where it's got to be. And Burleson just goes up and gets it.
Nate Burleson, his father Calvin played for the Calgary Stampeders. His brother Kevin played for the Charlotte Bobcats for 3 years. Athletic family. They add the extra point. Nate Burleson, big time play, 9 plays, 90 yards. Lions eat up 3-17. Burleson, touchdown, 20-10 Detroit. Welcome back. 20-10. Nate Burleson with the huge touchdown to give the Lions that 10-point lead. Here's Smith looking. And Brad Smith over the 30 to the 32-yard line, a 21-yard return. 20-10. Back after this. Welcome back. 10-point ball game. Lions with the lead. Jets with the ball at the 32. Crowd starting to get into it now. Here's the pitch. Tomlinson around the corner. And Ladanian dragged down Delmas. And the Jets miscues today, Steve.
Yeah, and you talk about it's been fumbles. Mark Sanchez fumbles one snap, fumbles another snap. Gets hit in the pocket for another fumble. Braylon Edwards gets stripped for the fumble and a turnover. And then, of course, the great interception by Alphonso Smith. And that doesn't say anything about their 10 penalties for 94 yards.
Second down and 8 at the 34. Cotchery in motion. Sanchez going deep again for Edwards. Incomplete. Edwards broke inside, and that ball was thrown closer to the sideline.
Well, this situation, this game down by 10 in the fourth quarter, you know, this takes the Jets out of what they want to do. They want to pound the football and run it and play it close to the vest. You're down 10 with less than 11 minutes to go. That kind of starts to change. It's a two-possession game for you to even get back in it. They're going to have to start throwing it a little more often, and that is not what they want to do. It's not what they're built for at this moment.
Third down and 8 at the 34. However, they do have the weapons. Antonio Holmes, former Super Bowl MVP. Split wide at the top of your screen. Third down and 8. Sanchez underneath, incomplete. Tomlinson wasn't looking for the football, and he was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's unusual. Look, he's running around, and that ball comes right at him. He didn't even look for it, and that's really unusual.
Steve Weatherford will punt it away, standing at the 19. Pops this one toward the sideline, and Stephon Logan gets away from the football, out of bounds, and the Lions will have it at the 34. Welcome back to Ford Field. 10:43 to play. Fourth quarter, 20-10. Rex Ryan having a meeting with his coaches, players on the sideline. First down and 10 now for the Lions at the 33. Logan in motion. They lose it. And Detroit jumps on the football. Javid Best there. Right place at the right time. A loss of 5.
You'll see her just trying to really fake the end around to hold the backside, and that's just bad ball handling. You saw him do a really good job on the touchdown where Stafford ran in. This one couldn't have been much worse.
Second and 15 at the 28. Stafford over the middle. Best, and he's gobbled up quickly. David Harris. Very nice tackle, only a 2-yard gain, and Javid Best gets up slowly.
And the Jets dropping way back into coverage. 7 guys back, only rushing 4 guys at Stafford. Really, at this point still, I think daring the Lions to run the football.
Third down, 13 at the 30. Lions need to go to the 43 for a first down. They're 5 of 12 on conversions today. Here's Stafford over the middle, caught by his tight end Pettigrew, but he'll go nowhere. David Harris again, no gain, and the Lions will go 3 and out.
Yeah, that's not a good
Jet
time.
defense giving Mark Sanchez and the offense another opportunity to put points on the board.
Yeah, that was too fast of a series, and then in the Lions with that fumble on first down really put them in a little bit of a hole. The Jets just dropped everybody out, rushed 3 guys on that last play, just daring them to go deep.
Nick Harris punts it from the 15. Jim Leonard back deep. He'll backpedal. Nice punt by Harris. Leonard from the 16-yard line up the sideline and out of bounds. A 50-yard punt, 11-yard return. John Wendley with the tackle on special teams for Detroit. Welcome back. 8:35 to play, fourth quarter, 20-10. Detroit tomorrow on CBS. Murder, lies, and corruption push Hawaii 5-0 to the edge. Don't miss a new episode of TV's #1 new drama tomorrow only CBS. Well, Revis,
he's done a great job today. Going to need some help from his offense.
It's a big series for the Jets, Steve.
Absolutely. The Lions, if they get a stop here against the Jets, they're going to really put the Jets into a corner. I mean, it comes down to 2 possessions, yet 8.5 minutes to go. That's about all you get. This one and maybe one more. If the Jets can't capitalize here, something fluky is going to happen. A turnover, a Hail Mary, something like that. If the Jets don't make something happen here offensively, they're done.
First down and 10 to the 27 for Mark Sanchez. They hand it off. Green running the football. And he gets to the 35, picks up 8. Corey Williams grabs an ankle and brings him down. And the Jets quickly to the line of scrimmage. 8:20 and counting. They have 1 timeout remaining, plus the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 2. Sanchez to the sideline. And he skips that one. Incomplete. Santonio Holmes, the intended receiver.
I like the play call because you get the nice play on first down to give you a 2nd and 2. This is 2nd and short is always a throwing down in the NFL, especially when you're feeling like it, and that didn't look like that bad of a catch to me.
Steve, was that a catch?
That looked like to me.
That did look like a catch.
It said it bounced off the ground, and the Jets don't seem to be too interested in challenging it, so I think it's going to stand.
3rd down and 2 at the 35. And they pick up the first down. Sean Green running the football. That's a gain of 7.
And as the clock ticks down, I mean, there's still plenty of time, but the Jets can't take any negative plays. That's the thing that's really going to hurt them if that starts to happen. Negative plays can't be afforded at this point in the game for the Jets.
First down at their own 42. Sanchez, straight drop. Bounces out of the pocket and just gets rid of it. Dustin Keller, closest man to the football.
Now he was not outside the tackles, I do not believe, but there might have been a receiver in the area.
Anyone is in the area.
Yeah, there you go.
2nd down.
Keller was standing there. No question he was trying to throw it away, but it's not a penalty if there's a receiver in the area.
Mark Sanchez has missed his last 6. 2nd and 10 at the 42. Tomlinson. And he gets to the 45. A 3-yard gain. Sammy Hill with the tackle. Clock continues to run. Do you want to run the football in this situation? Down by 2 scores.
Well, it's the first down. It's the first down that does it to them. They get a 2nd and 10. They've got to do what they can to make sure they're not 3rd and long. Now 3rd and 8 is above what you'd want, but they didn't want to take a negative. So they wanted to run some positive yards and get a 3rd and manageable.
3rd down and 7. Sanchez over the middle. Incomplete. Now Rex Ryan and the Jets will have to punt it away. Remember, they faked a punt last week, Steve. The Lions may be ready for that kind of situation. Didn't get the first down.
No, it was a 4th and 19. And the punter, who always had the green light, Weatherford, just took off and ran. He thought it was a 4th and 9. He didn't realize he had an extra 10 yards to go, and he didn't get it.
Punting from the 30. He pops it high in the air. Logan over to the sideline. And it bounces out of bounds. Great punt by Weatherford. 48-yard punt. Now, it's been over 3 years since the Lions won back-to-back games. Week 8, 2007. The Lions picked off Brian Griese 4 times, defeated the Bears 16-7. Week 9, the defense scored a pair of touchdowns, including Sean Rogers' 66-yard fumble return. Detroit rolled 44-7 over Denver. The Denver game was played November 4th, making this past Thursday the 3-year anniversary of that game. Jim Schwartz, his 2nd year.
That's a big stat right there. Wow. Things are getting better in Detroit.
First down at the 7. The handoff. And Javid Best loses a yard on the play. Now Wednesday on Survivor, the men take on the women in the knockdown, drag out, breakthrough challenge. Don't miss a new Survivor Wednesday only on CBS.
Well, for the Lions here, Gus, certainly you want to make first downs, but you don't want to put yourself at risk of turning the football over or having something bad happen. You're forced to try and make the first down, but you also want to give yourself the highest possible percentage of completing whatever pass, whatever handoff or ball handling you have to do.
Stafford in the end zone, runs it out of the end zone, taken down from behind as he's tracked down by Brian Thomas, a 1-yard gain, and Stafford gets up hurt. Stafford is hurt.
He's not moving his throwing arm.
So they're going to bring in Drew Stanton. And Stafford once again showing a lack of durability. He may have landed on the ball on that right shoulder.
He rolled that right shoulder over.
And that's the injured shoulder.
And that's it's the injury. He just came back. You see it goes right towards his shoulder.
So Detroit will call a timeout. Lions have 2 remaining.
And as soon as he lands, his left arm goes up to his right shoulder. And that's classically when you do injure your shoulders, when you roll over. We showed you the package earlier in the game of the injuries he's sustained in the last 2 years that have kept him out of ball games. And it's been a separation of his right shoulder this year, a separation of his left shoulder a year ago.
Stafford missed 5 games, missed 6 weeks total with the shoulder injury suffered week 1. Let's take another look. Matthew Stafford suffered that separated right shoulder when he was hit by the Bears' Julius Peppers. Stafford missed 5 games due to the injury. Now a new quarterback in the game, Drew Stanton. 3rd down and 10. Stanton steps up. He wants to run, and Stanton taken down as he crosses the 10, gets to the maybe 13-yard line. Jim Leonard with the tackle, a 5-yard gain. Big story here. Stafford is in a lot of pain. They have not taken him into the locker room, so if they can massage that thing out, he may try to come back in if need be. Under 5 minutes to play.
I'll say this about him. When he injured his left shoulder a year ago, he came back in the game to throw the winning touchdown, even though his left arm was pretty much useless. Now, he didn't play the rest of the season, but his toughness is there, but his durability doesn't seem to be.
Nick Harris running out of his own end zone. Jim Leonard back deep. Leonard fields it at the 40. And Leonard gets up to the 44. A 47-yard punt, 3-yard return. Brandon McDonald with the special teams tackle as they continue to look at Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, and an injury of this type, puts a shadow over all the positives that could come out of this game if Detroit actually hangs on to win it. You need a guy like Stafford to be the kind of team Detroit wants to be and who they've played like they are today.
Matthew Stafford, Mark Sanchez, forever linked, first 2 quarterbacks selected when they came out of college. Stafford out of Georgia, Sanchez out of USC. They are friends, have worked as counselors at quarterback camps. Here's LT and false start on the Jets. Wow.
False start, number 67, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Drew Stanton came into the game today, but that's because Shaun Hill, who is the normal number 2 quarterback for the Lions, is out with an injury as well. Came over from in a trade from San Francisco this year. In his 9th year out of Maryland, Shaun Hill not able to go today. Stafford walking around, and it'll be interesting. We'll keep an eye on if he starts throwing the football to warm up to come back in the game. We will get a shot of that.
First down and 15 now. Sanchez over the middle. Beautiful throw and catch made by Jericho Cotchery as he picks up 18 yards and a first down.
First down, the line of 23.
And there's an injured player, an injured Lion. It's
Averill.
That's right, at the 35. Back after this. And welcome back, 20-10 Lions, but the Jets have the ball at the Detroit 43-yard line. And the injured Lion, Averill, on the sideline. Looks like he may have banged up his hip. Mark Sanchez in the shotgun on 1st and 10. 4-12 and counting. Sanchez underneath, ball is caught. Nice job by Dustin Keller to hang on as he gains 6. Alfonso Smith with the stop. Jets with 1 timeout remaining, plus the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. Sanchez drops it off to LaDainian Tomlinson down the sideline. And Tomlinson out of bounds at the 30. Clock stops at 3:38. Louis Delmas knocks him out of bounds, but back-to-back 6-yard gains.
And this is what really has hurt at times the Detroit Lions. They just missed tackle right there where they had him stopped for no gain. And Tomlinson breaks the tackle and scoots up for a 6-yard gain. Little things like that have really caused the Lions problems in today's game and have kept the Jets on the field at different times during the game.
First down at the Detroit 31. Sanchez fires up top, caught Keller. Whoa, what a beautiful grab by the tight end as he brings it down and gains 25.
No question, he comes up just a thin post inside as Peterson trying to stay with him and just goes right over the top of his fingers. Well executed pass play.
Tomlinson breaks it inside, stumbles and gets to the 1. A 5-yard gain for LaDainian Tomlinson. 3:08 to go. Jets get up quickly, get back to the line of scrimmage. Sanchez, quarterback sneak.
It looked to me like his knee went down very early as that he stumbled, and the clock's still running now. We'll give him a touchdown. Watch here as he tries to get in. His knee's going to slip there. And they're saying they gave him a touchdown.
The officials have been really poor today on informing.
Yeah, I think that's a touchdown.
It is a touchdown, but they didn't even signal a touchdown.
Yeah, and they let the clock run for a long time as well.
Extra point is up and good. So with 2:46 to go, the Lions lead at 20-17.
And now he's talking right there to Mike Westhoff, the special teams coordinator for the Jets. You know, they're thinking about onside kick and how important it is that they get the football. If they send this ball away to the Lions, they've only got one timeout on the 2-minute warning to stop the clock. Lions get 1 first down. This game's pretty much over.
Mark Sanchez wants another opportunity to get out there. Let's take a look. Let's see if there's a signal by the officials as
you see
to tell us whether or not it's a touchdown. The Jets say it's a touchdown.
If it is indeed a touchdown, as they finally do signal, there's still 2:55, 2:57 left on the clock at that point. Now they're letting it run, and then they give it to him. The clock stops at 2:46. That's a lot of time, particularly in a game of this nature where the Jets are trying to save every second they can. They lose 15 seconds off a 3-minute clock, waiting for the officials to walk in and decide whether they're going to give the touchdown or not. And it's not the clock operator. I mean, you can say you're in Detroit and the clock operator's trying to. That's not the reason. The officials never gave a kill the clock signal. They just let it run because if it's not a touchdown, the clock should keep running by rule. So the clock will run until the officials see and sort it out that it is a touchdown. But that cost the Jets 15 seconds.
So let's see if Nick Folk attempts the onside kick. And he's going to kick it deep. Logan from the goal line. Logan out of bounds at the 32. 2:37 to play in the fourth. 20-17 Detroit. A 34-yard return. And a look at the game summary.
Starts out with a great touchdown to Pettigrew on the opening drive of the game, and then just before halftime, Braylon Edwards on a 74-yard touchdown. Matthew Stafford runs it in the second half, and then Burleson the touchdown. Now this happened later in the game here in the fourth quarter. Stafford goes out with an injury after that sack, and then we just saw Sanchez squeeze it in for the touchdown.
First down and 10 at the 34-yard line for the Lions. They run it, go nowhere. This Jet defense hungry now. They use their final timeout. They still have the timeout at the 2-minute warning. A loss of 1 on the play.
And there's Stafford. He's out of this ball game with what looks to be a shoulder. When he went down after the sack we showed you just a moment ago, he came up immediately holding his throwing shoulder, the same one that has kept him out of 5 games this season. You see there, stuffing ice up under his pads. When they do that, he's not coming back.
So Stanton in the ball game for Matthew Stafford. Second down and 12 at the 32. Best again. Gets outside, turns a corner, and goes down at the 38. Poole with the tackle. He stays in bounds. Gains 6. And the Lions are in no rush to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning here. Stop the clock one time. Best gets up holding his left arm now. He seems to be a little bit shaken up.
2:06 to go. They're going to work it down all the way to the 2-minute warning. So we've got 2 minutes left. 20-17 Detroit. Third down coming up. Welcome back. As you take a look at the game summary, Nate Burleson has been the star for the Lions. 7 catches, 113 yards, and a touchdown. But a big play here for the Jets. The defense wants to get off the field. 3rd and 6 at the 38. Play action. Stanton rolling. Incomplete. Wow, what a gamble by the Lions. So the clock stops at 1:54. Jets out of timeout.
And they just gave back the 15 seconds that the officials cost the Jets, plus 25 more by not catching that pass. That's an enormous mistake by the Lions not completing some sort of pass in that situation.
Or running the football, eating the clock, and punting it.
Yeah, because they get the 40-second play clock.
So the Jets with 154 now to work with. Harris sends it away. And fielded. Wilson breaks it back. Gets to the 20, cross forward to the 22 with 1:40 remaining. A 51-yard punt, a 12-yard return. Mark Sanchez, 2 career game-winning drives. He has no timeouts to work with. Down by 3.
Yeah, it's down by 3 because the Lions missed an extra point after their kicker, Jason Hansen, was injured on a field goal on a roughing the kicker call. Ndamukong Suh, you heard it, Ndamukong Suh came in and tried the extra point for the Lions and banked it off the right upright and missed it.
And Nick Folk has been great kicking long field goals this year. First down and 10 of the 22 for Sanchez. Sanchez out of the backfield. He finds Tomlinson. Dives forward. Gets out of bounds. Alphonso Smith with the tackle. Let's take a look back with Hansen hurt.
Now here's the injury. Hansen gets bowled over by Trevor Price, and that hurt. He couldn't come in. Then Ndamukong Suh comes in and just misses it off the upright. That's why it's a 3-point game.
Second down and 9 at the 23. Sanchez. Screen. Tomlinson incomplete.
Great job by Kyle Vanden Bosch. They had a game running on the left side of the offensive line of the Jets. Vanden Bosch came in on the X stunt and just kept running right out towards Tomlinson. That play was done before it started.
So on a big third down and 9 to the 23-yard line, the Jets break to the line of scrimmage. Keep your eye on Dustin Keller. He's the tight end, lined up in the slot at the bottom of your screen. He's been excellent today. Sanchez looking, pumps, Keller caught, and it looks like a first down.
You call it, Gus. Keller
10-yard gain.
Keller's been spectacular today. Very steady, dependable. He just has not missed a throw that's been made to him.
First down, 10 of the 34. Sanchez over the middle. He finds LT. And Ladanian dives forward, gets to the 45. A minute to go. Jets got to hurry. Gain of 11. No timeouts. Where do they need to go, Steve, to get in full territory?
They got to get to the 35-yard line, but they can try one longer. The 40 is the absolute limit.
Sanchez over the middle again. Tomlinson breaks a tackle. LT out of bounds at the 43. And a flag. Looks like a late hit.
And I think it was a good call. It wasn't vicious, but it's exactly the kind of call that the Jets got against them earlier in the game.
After the play was over, late hit out of bounds. Personal foul, late hit, number 98. The 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down.
And now you go from giving up the field goal to thinking maybe they're going to try for a touchdown, and you lose the game in regulation. You see, and that's the hit. Tomlinson 2 steps out of bounds on the white chalk. 1, 2. And that's the hit.
Julian Peterson as Rex Ryan pumps his fist. 40 seconds to go. Clock stops. The inexperience of the Detroit Lions.
They have not been in enough games like this to play this the way they should have played. You've got to keep guys inbounds. You've got to make sure tackles. The pass rush has got to stay nimble. And the thing about it, Gus, the Lions come out here. They've got 7 defensive linemen. They've got to keep running them in and out on a no-huddle situation as fast as they can to keep fresh. Right now, at the end of that little exchange, the defensive line of the Lions was leaning on the offensive line. Sanchez got all kinds of time.
Folk this season has kicked a 48, 49, 53, and 56-yarder.
This would be a 46 if he tried it right here. So they're in field goal range.
First down at the 28-yard line. Sean Green in the backfield. Sanchez in the gun. Sanchez gives it to Green with running room. Bounces it outside, gets to the 20. 34 seconds and counting. An 8-yard gain. And the Jets quickly get to the line of scrimmage. This drive started at the New York Jet 22. Sanchez looks, pumps. Green with the catch. And they cover him up. 12 seconds. Jets got to get to the line of scrimmage. 8 seconds. And Sanchez spikes the ball with 4 seconds to go. And here comes the field goal unit. Nick Folk, what a drive by Sanchez with no timeouts to get the ball all the way down to the field.
And he got some good help from the unnecessary roughness, called a personal foul out of bounds. But LaDainian Tomlinson, you want to talk about a key pickup in the offseason, the experience of being in the right place at the right time, getting out of bounds, getting the extra yards, and just being a steadying influence. What a great weapon he is in a situation like this.
Nick Folk in to attempt a 36-yarder for the tie. It's up. And good.
Jim Schwartz elected not to ice the kicker.
And at the end of regulation, the Jets, led by Mark Sanchez, who marched him down the field, and Folk nails this field goal. We are tied at 20, heading into overtime. 9 plays, covering 64, make it 60 yards in 1 minute and 40 seconds. And Rex Ryan says, "Atta boy." 20-20. And Julian Peterson with that late hit gave the Jets better field position.
Yeah, turned it, all things being equal, that went for a 15 yards closer field goal.
Take one more look at the play. Very critical play on the last drive of regulation. We'll take a look right after the coin toss.
Gentlemen, you each have 2 timeouts. Fourth quarter timing rules are in effect, and all challenges will be from upstairs. Any questions? Your choice. Heads or tail?
Tails.
He called tails. It is tail. You want the ball?
Kick it that way.
Okay. Detroit will kick that direction.
So the
Time
Jets
out.
will have it. Critical late hit. Peterson on LT. We're tied at 20. Heading into OT.
Jets and the Lions.
All right, JB, we're tied at 20. Getting ready to start overtime, and special teams has been a big key in this game. Nick Harris, the punter, is kicking it off.
Yeah, and he's not a very good kicker. We saw him tried earlier in the game. Jason Hansen took the unnecessary roughness personal foul kicking again on a field goal, and you can see here it's not the same.
Smith inside his own 10. Dives forward, gets to the 32-yard line, a 24-yard return. So that brings on Mark Sanchez again. And I tell you what, Steve, Sanchez doing such a terrific job. No timeouts, led his team all the way down the field from his own 22-yard line to get him in the range to tie this game up.
The thing you have to remember now is that you're not under the gun clockwise. You've got all the time in the world. You can run the football, you can throw it, you can do everything. Overtime doesn't mean 2-minute drill.
First down and 10 at the 32, and to the far side, incomplete. Intended for Santonio Holmes.
You know, so many times you get into that hectic thing the Jets were just in, where they come down to the fourth quarter, where they're trying to get down, stop the clock, save every precious second, and sometimes that emotion carries into the overtime period, and you think you got to keep going at that breakneck pace. Overtime, you take a deep breath, remember what you've done well in the game, take your time and do it right.
Now remember, if Detroit gets the ball, they may not have Stafford. Sanchez underneath Santonio. Holmes! Watch out! Holmes! All the way down to the 15! The Super Bowl MVP turned on the afterburners, and it's a gain of 52.
This is just a square in. He's going to come out, snap it off. Sanchez puts it right on the money, and right there, the safety misses the tackle, and Holmes is off to the races. And that could very well do it.
Mark Sanchez has gotten his team in field goal range already. First down, 10 at the 16. Richardson, LT diving. And he gets to the 14-yard line. Santonio Holmes dropped a couple of balls last week. He's been sure-handed today in Detroit as the Jets offense, their passing offense, really got it clicking in the second half.
And Sanchez was so poised in the pocket. He has a real presence about him. The Lions brought some pressure early in this game. Sanchez was not fazed by it. He's made some inaccurate throws, but for the most part, Sanchez has really done a wonderful job against a really inspired Lion defense.
2nd and 9 at the 15. Tomlinson again. And LaDainian Tomlinson dragged down at the 12-yard line. A 5-yard gain by Vanden Bosch.
And they're going to kick it right now. And I like it.
So Nick Folk comes on good today from 31 yards and from 36 yards. This will be,
and he will ice him here,
from 30 yards away. And a timeout call. But let's take a look at the play that set it up for the New York Jets.
Holmes coming off, just runs the square in. You'll watch as he catches this. Right there is where the game slipped through the Lions' hands. Brian Schottenheimer talking there to Mark Sanchez.
This New York Jet football team down 20-10 with 11:51 left. Sanchez leads them now. Folk with a chance to win it from 30 yards away. Good snap. Nice hold. It's up. And a flag. The field goal is good, but a flag on the play.
Personal foul, defense, penalty is declined, field goal is good, the ball game is over.
And that's it, Rex. And the Jets come back to win it 23-20 on the road here in Detroit.
Detroit gave them all they wanted today, Gus. They were inspired. Their passing offense was working. They ran the ball extremely well. Their defense got pressure on Sanchez. That's all it took.
The final score, 23-20. The Jets defeat the Lions. Coming up next, it's the Colts at the Eagles or the Chiefs at the Raiders. Steve Tasker. This is Gus Johnson saying so long from the motor. You've been watching the National Football League on CBS.